podcast with the Three Money Amigos. And this week you are with two of the Three Money Amigos because our third party, Attorney Beverly Winstead, is attending a lawyer's convention, learning more information so we can bring you better topics when she gets back. And with that being said, let's introduce the parties that are here. Joy, if you can introduce yourself.
Trunk of Premier Group. We are a CPA firm in the Washington, D.C. area. We rent contractors, nonprofits, and other businesses on all of your accounting and audit needs.
Yep. And I'm Brent Simpson, co-founder of Investing Education Academy, along with Leon Noble. We help individuals who have money left over after dealing with all their accounting and taxes learn how to invest it to turn their money into employees. But basically, we show people how to use their money to make more money. Now, with that being said, we chose the topics today. What does the IRS's backlog of tax returns mean for you? So we're going to give a quick stat. And this is coming from CNBC as of June 22nd, 2022. The IRS is making progress on its backlog of unprocessed tax returns, but millions remain. The agency said on Tuesday, June 10th of 2022, there were 11 million pending individual returns, including filings received before 2022 and new 2021 returns. And this is according to the IRS itself. So many of you are thinking you're not filed an extension. Maybe you didn't and you're just trying to catch up. Or you're just hoping for the best and you weren't planning on filing at all. Number one, let's start here. File. However you are, file. But I've heard talk in the barbershops and other places. As you can see, I don't go much. But I've heard talk that since they're so backed up, I don't have to file. Let's start there.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's not true. You always need to file because when they do, because they actually have been hiring people from everywhere, under rocks, and they're just bringing them in. So you don't want those people to get a hold of your information because it's better to have filed and been timely and to owe money than to.
The IRS penalties are not a game, and so.
No.
If you think, oh well, how bad can the penalty be? This is not Kohl's department store. It is not going to be some small like interest. It's unreal. Like the interest and penalties are unreal.
And they will actually go up to an account and putting a lien on your property so that when it's time for you to go sell, you're able to do too much anything once they get through with you. So it is always better to a payment plan with them than to just ignore it and act like it's going to go away, because it's not. I promise you.
And for those of you all who are thinking, well, 11 million returns, it's no way they'll get to mine. It doesn't matter. Make sure you do your part and get it in. So just to give you all the kind of crust of this all, what happens when you hear those stats, or what happens when you hear this information? Some people, not all people, but some people think, well, I can hide in all of that. Like they'll never get to me. I'm invisible, and they get a false sense of security. That is exactly what it sounds like, a false sense of security. Make sure you take this opportunity not only to get your taxes done properly, but if you have some taxes that maybe you didn't do before, or this might be a good time to get that in, because hopefully there's grace in this all. Since it was chaotic, that they'll allow, or whatever words you want to use, to get something in that wasn't in before to kind of catch up. Even if
they will, they'll let you do that. You can file. There'll still be penalties, but there's a way of them. You can ask for an abatement of a penalty if it's not right. So it's not going to last forever, because we are recession adjacent. So as people scrounge for money and cost increase, the government is looking for ways to recoup put out there over the last couple of years. So the easiest way to do that is taxes. So that you're going to see a lot more enforcement, which is why they hired all these people.
Yeah. And you got to think, if they are hiring these people, they have to cover their costs. I mean, just at a baseline. they are ramping up hiring like crazy. So they need to be able to pay for these people. And then also think about this: the people to whom they hire have to justify their reason for existence.
Exactly.
And if they're not finding ways for the company, the IRS, to make more money, then they're not necessary. So they're going to be looking for reasons why they are necessary, which in a lot of cases means catching issues or finding areas where people owe the IRS money. So just understand what you're working with going into this tax season. Just because there are 11 million plus pending returns that they haven't gotten to yet doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're exempt from the deadlines. And so if anybody filed an extension, Joy, do you know what the deadline is for those extension filers?
Yes. It's October. Let's start working on it now because, as you said, we're halfway through the year. We're actually through the year at this point because the end of the week, it'll be the end of July. We have so much going so fast and so many things are coming at you that you want to start preparing and getting your done now if you're on extension. Or whether you're on extension or not, it's just time to get them done now.
Yeah. Also, too, I'm just going to throw this in there for those of y'all who are diving into the cryptocurrency world or are doing venture capital deals and the such. Please don't exclude those deals from your taxes. It's easy to do because nobody's thinking about it. It's just something that you just don't process. Well, I probably didn't make money, or it's not doing anything anyway. You just forget about it. At least check. At least make a reasonable attempt to make sure that you are doing your part to make sure your taxes are correct. So with that being said, I mean, Joy, is there any takeaways for anybody?
Takeaways are get busy, start gathering, let's get them in, and just be careful out there because it is the wild west. The IRS call you will not just show up at your door. But if you haven't filed tax, and I've actually seen that where they've shown up at someone's house and you're like, oh, or you get a notice bank account and you haven't filed taxes and you're like, how can they do this? They'll file returns on the information that they have available. So you want to get ahead of this. It's always better to be proactive in life. It's just time. So talk to myself or talk to Bev about we're here for you. We're ready.
Yep. And if you all, need a referral and maybe you know me, please send me a direct message and I will point you in the right direction. But don't do it yourself either. I mean, there are a lot of tax laws that have changed. The way we're going about our taxes is different in 2021 than it was in 2020. The requirements, the forms are different. I mean, they've changed the organization of the forms. So a lot of nuances are not the same as what they were before. Trying to figure it out on your own because you think you're saving money can actually cost you money in the long run. So again, please reach out to us. And if they are trying to get in touch with us, Joy, how can they get in touch with you?
They can give our office a call at 306-4444, or they can go to our website, www.pgs- make an appointment on the website directly.
Yep. And if you are looking for Attorney Beverly Winstead, you can go to www.irshelpattorneys.com. Schedule an appointment. As soon as you land on the site, you can schedule an appointment. But sit down with a professional. It's you have a little bit of time, or maybe you don't have any time at all. Make the move, make a decision. If you are trying to figure out how to take advantage of this down portion in the stock market, please feel free to reach out to myself. You can also go to www.ieanow.com and join our community. We're over 400 plus strong and we're growing. So we look forward to you all becoming part of our community, and we look forward to presenting some more information to you all with Attorney Beverly Winstead when she gets back from the conference. Have a great day.